And there we go. Give me a second. How do I send you the broadcast invite then? I just like doing it. Here we go, found it. Here we go, boom. Done.
Now, that's the kind of response I like to hear. Allow me to fulfill the promise that I made to you. You shall each receive 1 sardine. They were raised naturally, freshly caught this morning.
Yeah, dude! Sweet, dude! You the man, Lord Val, dude!
Making such a ruckus over a single sardine. These prinnies have been well deprived by our lord.
Now, Prinnies, enjoy your sardine and go work hard under your future mess.
Dude! Are we shipping out already, dude? I haven't even gotten to take a single bite out of my sardine yet, dude!
What in Hades is going on here?
There's only one idiot who could do such a thing without your permission, my lord. This must be his doing.
This is unacceptable. How am I going to keep the promise I made to the Prinnies? Let's go, Fenric. We need to get those Prinnies back.
Understood. All is for my lord. That man, he's nothing but a nuisance to my lord. I must make my move now.
Pray for yourself.
I will cut you.
I got this.
Hey!
So you're finally here, Prinny Instructor.
Yeah, Vinny, I'm here. What's up?
Warden Axel! You... What do you think you're doing with...
Watch your mouth. Who do you think helped your work? Before you start acting all Prinny Instructory, you should think carefully about your place here.
That's why I'm asking you politely. Give me back those damn Prinnies!
That's not asking, that's ordering, and you're not being polite at all. I'm the Warden of Hades. I control everything around here. If you keep that attitude up, don't think I won't lock you up too.
No problem, man.
I only want to keep the promise I made to the Prinnies. I have no intention of defying your power. Just shut up and give them back.
Why don't you get it? I'm not giving the Prinnies back to you.
What did you say? Are you telling me to break the promise that I made to the Prinnies?
You don't scare me. I've been through much worse and survived to get where I am now. I'm Warden Axel.
Axel, you cretin. Why can't you just calm down for a minute? My lord simply wishes to keep the promise he made to the Prinnies. Don't you understand that? If you dare to refuse us, then we'll have to resort to violence to force you to understand.
Agreed! He who doesn't understand words must be given physical discipline. Prepare yourself, Warden Axel. You will learn that I have no intention of disobeying you.
I will cut you.
Time to bust some balls! All right! So, now do you understand? I have no intention of disobeying you whatsoever.
Didn't you just beat the crap out of me? I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but don't most folks consider that disobedience?
My only wish is to stay true to my word. Now, give me back the Prinnies.
Sorry, but that's
Nope.
a no-can do. Because that's the
'Cause this game is
Corruptorman's
racist as
will.
fuck.
What? The Corruptorment? What could they possibly be up to?
Oh, that? Mass extermination of the Prinnies! You get it, right? The rapid increase in the Prinnie population is starting to be a major problem all over the Netherworld. Food shortages, unemployment, noise complaints, increased accident rates, overpopulation, decreased test scores. These are all the Prinnies' fault. The Corruptorman has organized a special task force to get rid of them. The Abaddon, a band of assassins brought together and under the command of none other than the Netherworld President himself.
I've heard of them before. They're Netherworld cleaners, getting rid of the Corruptorman's rubbish.
That's right, and you'll be jobless and broke once all the Prinnies are gone.
You know, one thing I've always wanted to hear is Samuel L. Jackson actually voice over all video games in existence.
But what about the sardines? What should I
That
do
would
with all
be
the sardines
hilarious.
I promised to give them?
I don't see what the problem is. What's the point of feeding creatures that are about to be extinct?
Feeding them isn't the point, you narrow-minded fool. The promise has already been made. Until I keep my promise, no one gets the Prinnies. I don't care if you're the Corruptorman or even the President.
Please calm down, my lord. It's dangerous to carry on in your usual moronic fashion while confronting the Corruptorment.
What is this? Is my faithful servant scared of a mere Corruptorment?
Not even. But I do have a mission of my own. And in order to complete it, I can't afford to lose you in a fight over such an insignificant matter, my lord.
So you're telling me to obey them and to break the promise I made?
All is for my lord.
Poppycock! How many times do I have to tell you that for a demon, breaking a promise isn't...
I am fully aware of your noble yet ultimately futile philosophy. However, please, think back. about all of the things that you've lost, just to keep the promises that you've made in the past. If only you let go of that futile philosophy of yours, you would be back on your throne as the invincible tyrant in no time.
Let's not talk about that. Now come, Fenric, before the Prinnies are disposed of.
You know what's sad, Vinny? You're the only motherfucker that has to be on the streams.
My position and leadership abilities will be... all of my effort will be a total waste if that happens. I gotta take control of this situation before those fools really get out of hand. Huh?
You. Are you the Warden of Hades?
Yes, sir. I am Axel, the Warden of Hades. I was personally appointed by the President.
We are the President's Special Assassination Task Force. Have you been briefed on the current situation?
Yeah, of course. To make your jobs easier, I gathered all those worthless pieces of garbage into one area.
That helps you watch this video then a lot.
Barbecue, boil, broil, bake, saute. Do whatever you want to them.
Great. I'm glad you're making this easier for us.
That's the Assassination Task Force, also known as the Abaddon.
I hope they're as powerful as their namesake.
Here you are again. You're like moths that singe their wings by flying too close to the fire. Gentlemen of the Special Task Force, they're the anarchists who are trying to stop the Prinny extermination. Over here! Please exterminate all the annoying rats, too.
As you wish.
Huh? What are you doing?
We received an anonymous tip about possible anarchist activity. About a warden whose love for Prinnies has driven him to public expressions of dissent against the corruptorment. You've already confessed, said you were aware of the situation, and were eager for us to enforce the punishment.
What? No, that's not what I meant. You! How dare you do this to me?
That is so admirable of you, Warden. You've been strict, but you actually care a lot about the Prinnies. Oh, I am humbled by your overwhelming love for the Prinnies. I'm so ashamed for thinking otherwise of you.
Is that right? I never suspected that you cared so much about the Prinnies. Warden, I accept and understand your passion toward the Prinnies.
Therefore, it has been decided. The Warden is an anarchist.
Ah! No! Wait, stop! Help me!
What shall we do, my lord? He appears to be in need of our assistance.
Is there even any doubt? We can't possibly forsake a man of such passion.
I knew you were going to say that.
You guys will help me? Well, wait a second. This is all just a mistake in the first place.
Let us fight together, Ward and Axel, to release the Prinnies, and for the promise of sardines!
I will cut you. Yeah!
Pray for yourself. Ha!
Time to bust some balls!
Pray for yourself.
Pray for yourself.
Let me handle this. Ha!
Oof.
Enjoying yourself?
Ta!
No way. How could these lowlifes defeat us, the Abaddon?
Really, Vinny?
Just so you know, we are subordinates of the Warden. We're not allowed to
I
disobey
stabbed
his
him in the
orders.
back too,
It's the
Vinny,
only
if you
reason we
didn't
fought.
notice.
Be sure to include that in your report to your superiors.
What? No! This is a mistake!
Well now, that must have been the Abaddon scouting crew. What shall we do now, my lord?
Attack the Abaddon main forces! We will keep fighting for the release of the Prinnies!
Yes, agreed.
His tyrant blood is starting to boil for the first time in ages. How absolutely delightful. Very well, let's hurry before the corruptorment receives word about the Warden's rebellion.
You're right! We can't let them find out. Wait! I didn't do anything wrong!
Vinny, read that when you get the chance.
So you are the lowly demons who are trying to start a rebellion against the corruptorment? I came to see for myself what kind of idiots would come up with such a stupid idea.
Agreed.
But you guys don't
again.
look like you're worth the effort.
Who is this impudent whelp?
Listen up, rascal. This place is about to become the historical site of a bloody battle. You should leave before you get hurt.
You idiots! Don't you know who I am? I'm Death Emizel. I am the Abaddon commander. I'm in charge of the assassination task force run by the president. I'm also his one and only son. The blood of the greatest lineage in the Netherworld flows through my veins. Now kneel before Emizel.
Now pass.
What? The president's son? This is my chance. Say what now? You're the president's son? Please forgive us for our rudeness. Allow me to kneel before you. I'll even lick your high tops.
Gay.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you groveling on your knees like this guy?
You can't even figure that out for yourself?
Uh-huh.
Fine. I suppose I can spare the... Your father is the Netherworld president because he earned it with his own power and abilities. It has nothing to do with you. Your prestigious bloodline comes from your ancestors' efforts. It has nothing to do with you.
Ooh. Sock it right to him, Belvatores.
That being said, I have no reason to prostrate myself before you. That's the reason, rascal.
That was a bit harsh. He is a mere whelp, my lord.
Yo, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
What the fuck are you? Why the fuck are you
don't
suddenly
fear the
acting
name
black,
of the
you stupid
president?
wigger?
Absolutely not! There are only two things in this entire world that I fear. Small sardine bones that get stuck in my gums and breaking promises. The president is neither one of them.
Ah, that's whack. I don't have time for this. Hey guys, just kill him.
Yeah, you do have a point there, Vinny.
Your life is mine.
I got this.
Hey!
I know, Vinny.
Pray for yourself.
Blow up! I'm feeling it in my comb!
Oh, I can do that too.
Yeah!
Oh, that's impossible. How could this happen to my special task force?
Just because
They're
they're
the
dressed
sharpest
nice
dressed men in
doesn't mean they're
Hades.
powerful, dude.
Speaking of Hades, this place is a dump. Most prisoners are given a level cap, forcing them to submit.
Thanks, Pinky, by the way.
How can you be so strong? Well, what kind of cheap trick did you use?
New Game Plus?
My lord's strength is unquestionable. That's because he is the...
And you are versely my weakest character.
Sardine!
Say what?
Yes,
You want to know the
sardines.
secret to my power? It's the sardines. Eat them, and you will get stronger as well.
In case people who are going to be new to the stream and watching it, he likes to talk about sardines a lot.
What are you talking about? Why would I eat sardines? You dumb bastard! I hate fish! Damn it! Let's get back to the main force! Listen up! This ain't over! I'll get you next time for sure! You got that? Next time! Oh.
Yeah,
was
that's
a
sardine in between
picture-perfect
his
loser
legs.
call-out. Simply exquisite.
Oh no! My only opportunity! We've upset the
Just like
president's
Vegeta
son.
said.
He was
Everybody
really
back the fuck
pissed.
up, because I'm about to turn left and I don't want to slap you with my dick.
I can't believe those powerless blowhards were actually appointed to the president's special task force.
They have an ominous-sounding name, but as far as I could tell, they're just babysitters for that insufferable brat.
Oh, the netherworld has become quite a tepid
Ever
place
think
while I was
that
away.
He
It's rather
laces
disappointing.
sardines with Coke? Maybe. That's kind of that's a possibility.
Lord, you still have no idea how much this netherworld has fallen. That is why you must now take over the netherworld.
I mean, that explained why all the pretties
All
look like
is
they're
for
high as
my
fuck all the
lord.
time. Because all they do is eat sardines, Vinny.
Your radicals finally showed. I give you props for showing up instead of just running away.
What, Vinny?
And how dare you bark that nonsense after running away like a coward?
Duh. The pretty's favorite word in existence.
Seems like you guys still don't know your place. This is your last chance.
What the hell? Last time I talked, you're not Maka. Or whatever.
Either apologize and surrender,
chick
or take a
from
beating and
Vampire,
surrender.
Rosie
The choice is
Vampire.
yours. Either way, your rebellion ends here, with me laying the smackdown upon you. So take your pick now.
Yeah. How about I choose option C, as in whooping yo ass?
This is it. I won't get a better chance than right now. I don't want to die. Sir Hazel,
And
Your
use a
Highness,
bitch.
please help me.
Wow! Everyone, look over there! The Warden is determined to take the head of his archenemy, Death and Measle!
Huh? What?
He's going to risk his own life for the Prinnies! His passion is indubitable! Oh, it's enough to bring tears to my eyes!
Does he care for the Prinnies that much? I won't say a thing, Axel. Take him down so they can play your victory music.
Huh? Is he...
No, it's a mistake.
It's a battle of the bitches.
Ah!
Axel! You rascal. How could you do that to Warden Axel?
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
In the end. Yes, Vinny agreed.
Wait. This ain't right.
But in
My
the end,
weapon
if
shouldn't-
either of them died, you would have said the same thing, Vinny.
Warden Axel, you'll always live on in my heart. Ipachirek. Axel, I shall carry on your legacy.
Oh, why the
I
fuck do you
shall
want to carry
release
on a
those
legacy
damn Prinnies in
or
your
the
name?
dreams of a bitch? Just throw them in the garbage where they belong.
Prinnies? You guys are rebelling against the corruptorment for the Prinnies?
Yeah, they took our coke.
Yeah, so?
Are you stupid? Prinnies are just the rotten souls of humans. How could you risk your lives for them? You're totally whack. This is ridiculous.
And now you're sounding like Hitler.
You still don't understand, huh? I pity you, rascal.
Now, only if you had
Say
blue
what?
eyes, it would fit.
Allow me to explain.
Yes, Vinny.
There is a path that I must follow, no matter what others say to me. The path to believing in myself. This battle isn't about the Prinnies. This battle is about keeping the promise that I made. This is a battle for sardines!
And... time for me to just go full blown dick mode.
For my lord. Every fiber of
As in the famous words of Jar Jar Binks, use a bitch.
I'll show you sardine power.
And this is them without any weapons.
Domination.
Hold on, where are you? Trying to think who I should kill more.
Oh boy.
I'll slice you up. That's it, meow.
How does that feel? You just got beat up by a pussy.
That was it? Now release the Prinnies.
Ugh, why should I? Why should I do that? You know that the Prinny population has grown so large, it's causing a bunch of problems in the Netherworld, don't you?
No, she hasn't, Vinny. She's in the party with me as a heads up, and she's watching it to see if she actually wants to get the game or not.
First of all, Prinnies are straight up criminals. Who cares if they're gone? What's the big deal? It takes a Prinny hundreds of years to pay off its sins. The whole Netherworld will be destroyed at this rate. That's why we have to get
And
rid
to
of it.
anyone else
There's
watching
no
this
other
stream,
way.
personal recommendation. The ones to get are 1, 2, 4, skip 3, and 5, unless you become a big fan of it.
Fenric.
Yes, my lord, as you command.
Oh, I thought I was dead for sure, dude.
Don't relax just yet. The Corruptiment has decided to exterminate all Prinnies.
What? Are you serious, dude? But you're
Now
gonna
you see
help
what I
us,
meant
right?
by it. It looks like they're all on coke.
I promise to give each of you a sardine, but once that promise is fulfilled, what happens next is none of my concern.
Mm-hmm. The penguins that look like they're high on coke.
No way, dude! You gotta help us!
Oh, unfortunately, my schedule is all booked up. I don't have time to be meddling with you Prinnies.
So, just what is it that you have to do, dude? Can it really be more important than our lives?
Yep.
Naturally! I have to go straighten up our irresponsible president.
Actually, no, they're not. A lot of people consider that monster to be the weakest, but it's actually one of the strongest in the game, if you build them right. Because they have an ability that literally puts every, I guess you could say, status effect on one person has a chance. So in other words, sleep, poison, confusion, depression. In other words, yeah, they're dicks. Oh yeah, not to mention they're literally a living bomb. Yep.
You gotta be kidding me.
When
You couldn't even
if you
do that
lift
in your
and
wildest
throw them,
dreams,
they blow up.
idiot.
The Corruptiment are the real idiots.
Huh?
Benny, you got it wrong. It's Allah Akbar.
The reason why the Prinnies are increasing is because exterminating the Prinnies while putting themselves on a pedestal isn't going to solve
I've written it
anything in the
before.
long run.
I honestly,
This place
YouTube, I
will
think,
soon
knows
be
my
filled with
channel.
the
I don't give a
souls of
shit about
rotten
racism
humans
or
once.
anything.
Well, that's...
They've given up. They've banned me twice already for it. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. At least I'm not as bad as Rucka Rucka Ali. I don't know how many times they banned that guy. Oh, I have the mouth of a sailor, so.
If the corruptman can't even see that, that is why I must
In
go.
other words, when
To
YouTube first
awaken
came
the
out, I
president
couldn't
from his
use it
delusions.
because they were so anal.
We know that you care a lot about the Netherworld, dude. But you should think about us and help us out, dude. As our pretty instructor.
Yeah, I was about to say, I probably wouldn't have replied.
Is your Prinny
What could possibly be bothering you, my lord? The Prinnies aren't worth saving.
Thank you. I love the werewolf in this so much.
What, dude?
You are left with only two options, so choose whichever you like. Get exterminated by the corruptiment, or become our lord's loyal vassals.
So, get exterminated or become slaves.
I
Got it.
won't let the corruptman exterminate you if you become my vassals. I'll promise you that.
Well, at least being a slave is better than at
However,
least being killed.
being my vassals won't be easy. But I'm sure you'll be able to pay off your sins much faster.
Yes.
Roger that, dude.
Yes.
We'll be your loyal vassals from now on. Anywhere you go, we'll follow you down. But not that far, dude.
Wow, you guys are not loyal at all.
You heard that, didn't you, rascal? Now run along home and tell your father. If your rotten brain has forgotten the spirit that makes proud demons, I, Valvatores, shall make you remember.
And he runs away like a
And
bitch.
this is how demons from Hades, the Netherworld's prison, arose
By the way,
to his
Princess,
mission.
are you still watching, or is that...
His name is Val, and he has boldly taken the first step towards stopping the wheel of corruption.
Axel, I promise you right here, right now, that I'll never forget the passion and bravery that led you to your death. Farewell, Axel. Take this as my tribute to your memory.
Mm-hmm.
My lord, is that...
A sardine head. I heard they're used to repel evil in some parts of the human world.
That might be taken as an offense, rather than a kind offer. Oh well.
Hey, you! What the hell do you think you're doing helping the Prinnies? What you've done is unforgivable. This means war. War, I say! We, the
hey,
Prinny
look, another
exterminators,
bitch.
declare an all-out war against you!
And I'm not saying that because she's a chick. I'm saying that because she's a literal bitch. The first guy was just a bitch because of his abilities. Her personality is just
The Prinny
that of a bitch.
exterminators make a sudden appearance. A shocking truth! The kanji for the word sardine is a combination of the characters fish and weak.
What is going on here? Are you talking about sardines again?
Some say that's because sardines weaken quickly after they're taken out of the water. That is absolutely not true. They're
power
nutritious
of
and are
sardines.
even used to repel evil thanks to their potent smell. They couldn't possibly be weak. From now on, let's officially make the combination of fish and strong the correct kanji spelling for sardine.
By the way, sardina is sardine in Russian.
Next time, Episode 2, Hell's Legendary Sardine Road. Eat sardines to power up, dog. Just don't cry when you eat them.
Hey, don't ignore me! Ugh, I won't stand for this!
Okay, then. Sorry about that, people. It cuts off when it's saving.
A war? What a foolish lass. A war is a jumble of pointlessness that creates hatred and death, and takes everything from everyone. It's the epitome of absurdity. It is nothing but an act of folly, perpetuated by pitiful humans. Besides, what's so fun about making the people below you fight against each other? Sword against sword, fist against fist, pitting your violence against another's? Fighting your own
Talk
battles
about
with your
irony.
life on the line is the true appeal of war.
When playing this game.
My lord, unfortunately, that's only a demon's point of view. Humans are war profiteers who only care about their own selfish desires. To that end, they don't
I
care
would
about
be
wasting
careful talking
time,
that way
money,
with
or
him, by the
labor.
way.
In that case, I will not allow such degenerates to start spreading that kind of
just letting
idiocy
you know.
here in Hades.
My lord, please wait. That lass seemed to be leading an unknown force. I'm
We'd
assuming
rather
that she
heard
has been
that if
sent
you
by the
have it,
corruptiment.
where people could hear you through the broadcast, though. Okay, okay, cool.
If that is the case, it wouldn't be very wise of us to go marching in without prior knowledge of who and what they really are.
However, I already promised her that I would meet her at Rotten Field.
Oh. What video is that?
If I were to
Because
fail
it's
to be
bigger
on
than
time
yours?
for any reason, I would be breaking the promise I made as a proud and noble demon.
Sorry for the delay, Sir Fenric. We've gathered some intel on those pretty exterminators, dude.
At least he
You're
has a
15
sense of
seconds
humor.
late.
That's what counts in the end.
Pretty rule number 6. You shall never make your master wait. If you ever fail to meet this rule...
You shall confess your most embarrassing experience, dude.
At least you're aware of the consequences. So, what do you have to report?
Yes, sir. The Prinny Exterminators are a newly assembled
I'm
corruptorment
staying
force.
out of this
They consist of
argument
humans who fail to
completely.
become
You guys
Prinnies,
have
dude.
fun at it.
Failed to become Prinnies?
The production of Prinny Hide can't keep up with the number of souls that are being sent here from the human world, dude.
And that's why they don't look like Prinnies. I pity them for not even being able to become Prinnies. But that doesn't explain why they're trying to exterminate the Prinnies.
The corruptiment probably has something to do with this, using those unprinnies to get rid of the prinnies. No matter which side wins, it's a win-win situation for the corruptiment. It's a rather impressive scheme.
This isn't the time to be impressed. As a Prinny instructor, I can't just stand idly by and watch this happen. All that aside, the clock is ticking. We better get going, Fenric.
Understood. All is for my lord.
A brown-nosy, manipulative asshole. That's why I like
Sir
him.
Fenric, do we still have to confess our most embarrassing moments, dude?
I was able to make Axel out to be an anarchist, thanks to the information you all gathered. Considering that great achievement, I'll overlook your failure. This time.
Episode 2, Prinny Wars.
Really, Vinny? Oh, man, you're seriously bringing that up in here.
How is this possible? She arrived here before me? Is she trying to make it look like I was late?
There you are. I didn't want to be late, so I've been waiting here since last night. Go me!
Wow, Vinny.
Last night? She's pretty good.
My lord, please don't take this idiot so seriously.
a lady an idiot. Plus, we just met.
Shut up, lass. Idiot is still too kind of a word to describe a kid who would declare war against my lord.
No, she's not, actually.
Ugh, I'm so pissed right now. I'll annihilate you and all of the Prinnies. It'll be total annihilation for all of you!
She's just a chick with a really bad temper.
Do you know what that word means? It means I'm gonna kill all of you!
As you can see.
But why? I don't understand. You're all just human souls. Why are you going to fight your compatriots?
She's more of a girl with major daddy issues. Not trying to put any spoilers in.
My compatriots? What's that mean?
It means that they're your own kind.
Whatever. I just haven't learned it in class yet. Anyways, did you say they're my own kind? You don't know what we've had to go through because of those lousy Prinnies. I can't stand living like this anymore. I want to have a happier dream. To put an end to this nightmare, I need to get rid of you guys!
And thus, whether wanted or not, the war which later became known as Prinny War I began.
Ha! I will cut you. I got this. Yeah.
Here I come!
Yeah, they don't have that. That'd take away the best part of the game, in my opinion. No, actually, I like the battle systems too, but the story is not. It depends on the game. The story can either be good or complete utter shit.
Here I come!
I'll end your misery. Ha! Ha!
A little bit, at least in this point in the game. It's a little annoying too. I hate it when I have to do geo-block type stuff. That's the only part I hate usually. Because it's all
I got this.
consuming.
this.
Wow.
I got this.
Hey! Hey! Here I come!
Yeah. Upper left, so that's why I don't have a lot of streams. It's more just the story combined with the battles. I know that's why I don't get a lot of streamers, because that's more just because I'm stoned and I don't
Not
care.
bad,
usually.
guys. As expected of my dream, I knew
She's
this
one
wasn't
of the
going to
main
be easy.
characters, as you get later. Actually, after this episode, if I'm correct. And the guy you saw from the earlier one is actually a really good mage that joins you later on. The little blonde-haired kid.
Dream?
No, not the
What's
one
that
that
last
died
talking
like
about?
a bitch. Axel, you never get, thank God. Hate that guy. They pretty much made Axel in most of the games now pretty much the main protagonist's personal punching bag ever since, too. Pretty much.
Who knows? Just the blathering of an idiot. It's best to just ignore it.
I mean,
What's
why do you
the
think
status of the
Brown
Prinny
nosed it up to the
exterminators?
president's son?
They have
who is
encountered the
considered,
enemy
like,
and have
the second
engaged them in
most
battle
weakest
as
character
planned.
right now in the area.
The outcome is fairly obvious.
He's that
But as
much
long
of
as
a
some
bitch.
print. What about the Abaddon? Have you heard anything from them?
Unfortunately, they have been MIA since their encounter with the enemy.
I see.
And that's the
Amizo,
president of
when are you
another
ever
world
going to
right
grow
there.
up?
The older looking guy. Let's see, get treated.
Hey, you better be ready to take me on. We're gonna peel the hides off of all your prinnies and ruin their lives.
Sacrificing others to attain your own happiness? How vile and shallow. A darker evilness seems to reign over human souls than a demon's.
Who are the waifus in this game? Well, there's Axel, because he's a bitch. But that's if you're gay or a chick, personally. Yeah, but like I said, that could go either way. If you're gay, bi, or a chick, that works, I guess. But for someone like me, he's not even worth scraping the scum off the bottom of my shoe. Okay, but there are, the succubus, of course, is a waifu in every one of these games. Then there's that cat chick as well, and then they always have one main character who usually is considered one too, and they have a lolly one, so it depends on your personal preference.
Yes, with their
Yeah,
prideless
it's that
minds,
chick,
they're
pretty much.
probably even more of a threat than we are.
Then, as a Prinny instructor, I must straighten you out. I shall pound Prinny pride into your heads through lessons of fear and punishment.
It usually means looks young and very petite. Yeah.
Are you trying to threaten me or something? Sorry, but I already know that this is
I'll show
just
you
a
later.
dream.
The cat is no, I don't even know why. I like the other one,
What?
the weird cat.
You say-
per se.
Please don't be so gullible, my lord. She's simply ignorant. This lass is a dead human soul. Through denial of her own death, she has become delusional.
Yes, agreed.
Wrong, mister. Even if I were dead, I'd be sent to heaven,
Oh,
not
yes,
to
I know.
hell or whatever you call
Yeah,
this
'cause
place.
she is still in
I
high
didn't do
school.
anything wrong to deserve this. Why would a ninth grader die anyway? If this isn't heaven, then it can't be real. If this isn't real, then it must be a dream.
No, it depends on. Like I
How's
said,
that? It's
still
a
don't know.
flawless theory.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's airtight.
My lord, do not fall victim to her nonsense. Please develop the skill to doubt people. That lass is an ignorant, illiterate human soul who can't even admit she died. She even failed to become a prinny.
Then this is perfect. My lessons will be even more worthwhile.
You better watch your attitude. As long as you and the Prinny still exist, my nightmare will never come to an end. This is war. A war to rid my dream of all demons and make it more fantastical and girly. A battle for freedom and youth.
And I'm gonna crush those dreams.
I will cut you. I will cut you. Yeah.
I'll slice you up.
Got it. I got this.
Let me handle this.
Yeah.
I'll slice you up.
I will cut you.
Enjoying yourself.
Time to bust some balls. All right.
No comment.
You're just another side character in my dream. You're supposed to fall down and die now!
What the
Enough
hell
of your
is he-
nonsense.
What are you guys talking
Although that's
about, by the
probably
way? I haven't
pointless to
been
tell someone
paying
who thinks she's in a
attention.
dream. What a nuisance.
Oh. Yeah, my chat gets used a lot usually, because it's usually two people arguing with each other, I notice. It's hilarious. But you get my meaning, bantering, arguing, something going back and forth usually, where I'm just like, I guess because my feed is always so quiet, that's why, where people tend to do that.
Hey, lass! Why aren't you fighting, especially since you're the one who declared war on us? Are you one of those who create war and then just stand on the sidelines and watch the whole time?
Shut up! A boss character never fights until the end! That's common sense!
Seems like that lass really does believe she's in a dream.
She has no idea that she's being used by the Corruptorment. This is precisely why humans are...
Are you bringing up that woman again? It seems like you'll never let that go.
Of course I'm talking about her. The promise you made to that woman is the reason we fell to Hades.
Is someone talking about me behind
And
my
there's
back?
the other waifu. The one on the screen right now.
I don't care.
No matter what anyone says about me, I will follow through with this. Until I collect the required amount, I will not return to Celestia, Lady Archangel.
And she's busty as fuck. Oh yeah, this one has no story, which means just quick wipes then. Okay, come out, OP characters.
Take this!
I'm going.
Yeah.
Blow up!
My OP characters right now. Anyone that wants to die.
Every fiber of my
Follow my order and present your vile soul! Domination!
Yeah, this is what we do. Hello, third person, by the way.
That's it, meow.
Poor lass. Have you finally realized the stupidity of what you've created?
Come out here and surrender. Upon pledging your allegiance to our lord as a prinny, we will grant you a painless execution.
I've had enough of your big mouth. Newsflash! Here comes our top secret final weapon.
Colin.
And Mitchell.
Fuck.
Speaking of which, good. 1 second, looking forward to see. Is he online really quickly? Yeah, I think he is. Sure. He's on YouTube, so that's the reason why I'm wondering, is he at work watching this because he's bored out of his mind, or is he actually online for a change? Okay. Alright.
That's right. Listen up and be amazed. He is
By
the
the
one
way, in
and only
case you're
son of the most
wondering,
powerful
there's a
man in
stream
the
on
netherworld,
YouTube
the
right now going
President.
for Disgaea.
Okay.
Indeed, but
twin.
you know, he's a weakling. Are you sure you're fine with using him as your final weapon?
Is that right? Are you weak? But you're the president's son!
Shut up! I'm not a weakling. I was just sleepy and hungry, so I couldn't show off my full power last time.
Sounds like a bitch excuse.
Are you here without your men? Then I assume you haven't reported your failure to your father yet.
How did you know that?
It's pretty obvious when a coattail rider, such as yourself, is out without their security
Third person.
detail. You're like a frightened little child who is in trouble with his father. Well, I suppose you are still a child.
Shut up! Once I beat you guys, everything will be fine and I'll fix my cred. I can't let
Why
my
does he
father
try to
down
act
anymore.
black?
I have to win this fight, no matter what.
He's finally letting his determination show. Being on edge must have lit him up. However,
Well, I can go two ways. Be nice and use my low-level characters, or be a complete dick and go full
Alright,
out
so Vinny might.
Your life is mine.
He's eating dinner right now.
I will cut you.
Actually, yeah, I think he's gonna.
I got this.
Alright. Let's use the grunts first.
Busy with work lately.
Here I come! Here I come!
Who?
What's up, princess?
I will
Do you
cut
live
you.
in like a, like, I don't know, UK or something like that? You have like an accent or... Oh, okay. Oh, you live in the Netherlands?
So I heard y'all like lollies.
I never said anything about that. I don't know what the fuck
I was
you're
dying the
talking
whole
about.
I just got on.
Yeah, middle. Hey, middle. What a hose at?
Your mama's house.
How'd you know? Give me the straight answer.
I took a vision. Nah, I'm playing.
You're not supposed to go down there. That's my dungeon. What? Wait, what? Dude, I see Christian walking home after school. He like looks depressed.
He doesn't take showers. That's why.
Bruh, he looks like
If I didn't take showers, I'd be depressed too.
No, babe. I like Kristen's little like trial right now. His little trial.
What?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. He tried dissing. Yeah.
Princess, can you say work but without the K?
Yeah, say a word.
It's not anything bad. It's just like an inside joke.
Yes.
Yeah, just say
Yes.
work without the K, like work, like that. Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an inside joke.
Dude, my dad, the other day, he's like, gotta go to work. I'm working overtime. He said something about work, but he said it without the K on it. And I'm like, yeah.
Go to work.
He's like, I gotta go to work. No, he said like, I gotta go to work. We working overtime. And I'm like, yeah. He's
Dude,
like,
Uncharted. Bruh, I find it kind of funny how Christian was talking about how he always hated the gays. And then, like, he dropped all of his friend group just to give us the gay. And then the gay said no. Jar.
That's even worse, he got rejected.
So now he's not taking showers, I guess you could say.
Hey, Colin, you straight?
Oh shit, Sherlock.
There's two things. Either you're straight or you're bent.
Rascal!
I think Christian's
You
bent.
better start taking this seriously.
What? I am.
You seem determined to win, but I can't feel your determination to kill.
No.
Without that, you'll never defeat
By the way,
me.
Vinny,
I'm
since you're
determined to
watching
beat the
the
president and whip the corruptiment into proper shape.
You're loyal, and Pinky's always been.
You really want to stop me?
Pinky's watching it. I'm willing to create a character based off your people's names if you want.
Sure.
That rascal really
Just make
reacted, although he's
Vincent
deaf.
and make him a black guy.
I don't have any black. I'll give you an option of the characters you can choose
What was
from.
his problem?
I can't see the stream.
Oh, you can.
Fuck me like that.
I'm currently using the VR since
Why
I
don't
can't
you give
turn
up
it on
already?
TV.
I know you're not a complete.
I'm not gonna back down. No way.
I forgot how nice the VR is.
I just can't rename her because she's kind of one of the main characters, and they're stuck with the
I don't
name
think I've ever met such a troublesome prinny before.
Understood.
Bruh, make a character
Oh,
called
is
Fortnite and make it a prinny, and its only special move is to be thrown.
Right. Okay.
What happened to
Come with
Mitchell, by
me.
the way? Did you kick him?
No, I didn't. I think he might have logged out.
Oh, I play Fortnite, and it's because I like it.
Okay. So, are you looking at the screen right now, by the way, Pinky? Yeah, so here's your choices, by the way, I'm gonna go through. That's the female fighter, of course.
I don't mind playing Fortnite, I just like making fun of the kids that play it. It's the funniest thing. Mitchell.
Then there's...
I knew it.
Then there's the healer. The archer. Well, I'm just going through all of them, if you don't mind. The thief is another
Sound like you
female.
could voice like a female character of a like some kind of like
that is a
European
samurai.
game,
In other words, a lady samurai.
Oh,
Much.
like off of like Uncharted.
like Dark Souls.
Beast hunter or a
Dark
beast
Souls
tamer.
has people who talk.
A rune knight.
Yeah, I like that. It's like Firekeeper.
Konichi.
No one here really played Dark
Nurse.
Souls, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of on my own here.
The Fez are on Hussein.
The feds are on Hussein.
Yeah,
Those are
did he tell
the
you they're
humanoids,
stalking
and I'll show you the female.
Yeah, they're
monsters. There's this
monitoring
one.
him, quote unquote.
Wait, can
There's
Colin?
that one. The succubus.
Colin,
And there's that one as well.
faggot. Alright, I don't
He
think
still didn't respond.
I don't think he can hear me. Hold up.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you. I'm just not gonna respond when someone calls me a faggot.
That's because he didn't respond the first 3 times.
Okay.
I'm just looking at that
that's-
like, yeah, that doesn't deserve a response now.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah, so
Hey,
which one
hey,
do you
Vinny, you
want to
straight?
be as?
You
again?
straight?
Definitely. That is the defining
This one?
attribute of my sexual order.
Or pink dress, you said? Oh, this one?
Gotta go work.
Hey guys, gotta go to work.
No.
I'm gonna get a job.
Wait, ever since I got VR, you remember those PlayStation Plus games that were like VR?
This one?
There's PlayStation Plus games that are
Or there
VR.
was one, I remember.
The Mage, in other words?
It was,
Sorry, Vinny, you don't mind if I make the star, because I need
it
to
was a
level up
while
the
ago,
star.
so I don't even got on this account. It was on my dad's account.
Hop on.
It was like,
Yeah, it's an
what's that one
upgraded
game
version
where
of the
they
red,
Wendigos? Those Wendigos. Until Dawn. Until Dawn.
Wait, that game's VR? Oh.
No, they have a VR thing for it. Like, not like in our game.
I was gonna be like, dude, that's gonna be scary as fuck.
The game wasn't scary in the first place to me.
In the first playthrough, I was scared.
Dude, I was dying laughing my first playthrough.
Yeah, it's so stupid how they... Like, I purposely killed everyone.
I killed everyone but one of the chicks because I thought she looked cool.
I shot one.
Good, aka.
What?
Oh, did you shoot that one hoe in the face? That was pretty funny.
Second. 1 second. Okay, what were you saying again? I couldn't hear over those two. No, she cannot. So, do you want to be the red mage? I can make you the other one. I don't mind. This one? Alright. XP intelligence. If this was 5, I could change the colors though. Alright, let me unmute him now.
Are you a trap? So you have both? Or is that the wrong word? Oh, that means you gotta change. You went to the creative menu. U/input change gender IRL.
By the way, Vinny, are you watching the stream or no?
No, but I'm gonna be in a minute.
Okay, well.
Because I'm gonna get off.
Bus, faggot.
I'll be right back, guys. See ya.
Don't leave the party, faggot.
By the way, Mitchell, are you watching the stream or no?
No, I have to go get dinner, actually, though. See you guys.
Alright, keep the mic on.
Okay.
I am not watching.
I can't turn this thing off. Oh my goodness, where's the button?
Don't turn off the PlayStation, fuck it. Wait, you don't like the word faggot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Dang. Girl. I'm still working on me some pushy.
Good luck with that, Mitchell.
Hey, I have a better chance than fucking Nathaniel.
Yeah, you have a better chance than Nathaniel and, in my personal opinion, Hussein.
No, Hussein, he has 0 chance.
Yeah, that's
I saw that
insane.
fucking thing. The width of it is my fucking pinky. It's fucking bad.
Yo, that's sad how you could relate it to that too, though.
No, the width of it. The fucking.
But I mean, it's sad how you memorized it, though, is what I'm getting at.
I did. It's fucking. His shit. He had danger from his fucking pubic hairs. Okay, so we're arguing, and he's like, I have pubic hairs. I'm like, no, you
Sure you do.
And then he fucking pulls down his pants. This kid's wheeling a fucking glow stick around.
Sounds pretty gay.
Pinky? Do you like the word pink? Wait, so you said your real life name is Pinky? Oh, that's pretty cool. So, did you like go to the court or something, and you just said, "Oh, I want to change my name"?
Yeah, you gotta pay some money for it too.
Oh, you can do it online.
Or you can do it that way too.
Ms. Pinky
Actually,
Marie is
I'm
like
happy you made me have me make a fire mage, because actually the thing about mages, yes, they did the upgraded version, but the originals like the fire, the wind, and the ice and the star get an extra spell that the other ones don't. Like, all the other mages and stuff can learn all the way up to Omega, usually. But the original ones, like the red, the blue, the green, and the star mage, learn one more above that, always called Terra. For the spells. I'm just gonna keep her as the fire mage. So I can get that final spell, the Terrifier. Because red mages are the only one that can learn Terrifier, where green are the only ones that learn Terra Wind, and blue are the only ones that learn Terra Ice, and same with Star, only learn Terra Star. I play this game a lot.
Colin.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you and Pink meet?
Through Cody. I think there's Cody on it.
Cody is a faggot. That's what Cody is.
He's bi.
Nobody likes fucking children. That shit. That makes you faggot.
There's more than that to it, technically, Mitchell.
Well, I mean, it's like 12. I mean, that's on preteen. He's in the preteens. Well, he dated a 12-year-old, right? Okay, just drop the subject.
Thank you.
Get him! Yeah! There!
That's like the ultimate Uno reverse card. You just do one night stands?
That's more me.
Yeah, Colin is the inspiration.
No, I'm not the inspiration. I'm the thing you don't want to turn out to be in the long run.
No, I want to be pussy! Oh,
Dude,
no,
yes,
no.
But what I'm trying to say, look, it's not also a good road to go down, because you can get in a lot of shit going down this road too.
Like what? What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Having a lot of girls pissed off at you at once, for example.
What? Were they your sad piece?
Needless to say, I was afraid I was gonna die in my sleep a few nights.
Why? What did you do?
I pissed off.
That's why you don't give them the right number. You give
Yeah,
them
it's
a
kind of
fake
hard when you're drunk half the time, buddy. Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
that's...
But when I'm drunk, that's the downfall. When I'm drunk, I'm too much of an honest drunk. Or when I'm sober, that's a different story.
Yeah, you let those fuckers...
Shit.
You crack?
Yes, everyone does crack cocaine.
I use fuck it way more than a regular person should use the word fuck it.
Because you are fucking.
I am... That's interesting. The fucking calling me a fuck
Well, you're the one always saying it, so it must hint to something.
No. Okay, actually, I could. What? Dang. Yeah. I can see why you believe that. Because, one, that happened to Pinky. Two, fucking Christian turned out to be a faggot himself.
Cool, like I said, I don't care usually. Well, if they get offended, they can kiss my ass.
See, that's the point. Colin doesn't give two fucks.
About, literally, I could care, people's feelings mean very little to me. It's the... Well, I'm trying to say is people that get offended too easily, more per se. I could give two shits about their feelings. So if they're getting offended by us saying words like faggot and this type of shit and this weird conversation, well, that's a simple solution. It's called get the fuck out. Mm-hmm.
Get him!
I want to live in the slums of Brazil.
Why?
There!
And be fun. And get away with a lot of stuff.
There!
Oh, that game is fun.
What, Disgaea?
Yep.
It's more time consuming than anything. You gotta have a... It's a great game to play when you're stoned, so...
Are you stoned?
No shit, Sherlock.
Smoke a joint?
My ball.
Nice.
I can't roll a joint worth of shit, dude. That's probably...
Who rolls it for you then?
My girlfriends are friends, usually.
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
Nice.
What's her name?
What?
What's her name?
Sorry, I spaced out.
Oh, you're fine.
Fuck, blah. What the fuck's going on with my head? Ask the question again. Some odd reason I couldn't hear you and my brain didn't process it.
Oh, what's your girlfriend's name?
Oh shit, Anna. Why?
I'm just wondering. You kind of just like died right there.
Yeah, one of the characters in this one after her, so just based on, you know, just in case. It doesn't
Just
work
in case
out.
you forget.
Just in case it doesn't work out. I will put you back at the game.
Just in case you.
In case it goes downhill, I always remember her as the piece of shit in my video game. I always sacrifice the bosses.
How long
Or
have you guys
as my dearly beloved overpowered character. What are the others? Depending on where it goes. So depending on which way it goes, it can go either way.
Either way.
Depending on if she's a complete utter bitch in the end, or...
If she's a fuck it.
That's completely different. If she turned out to be a trap, I'd be questioning myself. Like, I could have sworn you didn't have a dick the last time I fucked you.
Oh, so you got pussy.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure, considering I'm 100% straight, dude. Boy, I bet all the people online are loving this conversation.
I bet they are. They're like, oh yes. Look, you just got Nathaniel watching your stream. Oh, Uncle Colin got pussy.
If he was, I would probably kill him. At least you changed it to something that we can all relate to, on something we want to die.
Uncle Colin?
Why the no. If he ever called me fucking Uncle Colin, shit, I would slit his throat and watch him bleed out on the floor there. I'd say, when you go to hell, tell him Uncle Colin sent you.
Uncle Colin! That's something he would say. I can't breathe. Oh my god, I almost had an acid attack.
Yeah.
Uncle Colin!
Oh man, we were making a joke of this one guy I hate with a passion called Nathaniel. If he called me Uncle Colin, what I would do, I'm like... Well, first I'd probably slit his throat, and as he's dying, lying there bleeding out, I'd tell him, when you get to hell, tell him Uncle Colin sent you.
Uncle Colin!
It's a long story I just don't want to go into.
Yeah. I like the story.
He likes it a little too much, so it worries me.
It's fucking hilarious.
Got it. Pray for yourself.
How old are you, Pinky?
Your life is mine.
I'm straight.
I got this.
28.
Ha!
A little bit older than Colin.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Half of your brain is 16.
Ha! Got it.
I always kind of considered my personality, that's the reason why I made myself the ninja, related to more of a character from Naruto called Kakashi, who has the common...
Oh shit. I think I
So
remember
that's the reason
Naruto.
why I always name myself the ninja, after the ninja usually.
I remember Naruto a little bit. It was that guy in the orange.
Yeah, and you remember his sensei, technically, the guy that had the mask covering, you know, always his face?
No, I only remember the orange.
Well, that's... the guy in the orange jumpsuit was the main character.
Yeah. That was really good.
Yeah, I understand it. The anime was kind of, you know, iffy for some people. Shippuden is where it definitely succeeded big time, though.
I didn't really watch anime. This probably was only one. I usually just I watch this now.
So let's see, 11, 6, you're probably the one with the most experience then.
Joe, how do you find out about these anime games?
Me?
Yeah.
This one I just found out by going to GameStop one day when I used to play Pokemon, and Pokemon was going to shit. So I asked him, are there any games like Pokemon that you know of with Pokemon's fucking dying?
Do you know any games that are like Pokemon?
I'm not even joking. This was back in the days when I was a kid, though, so that's why.
Wait, it was still on PlayStation?
Oh yeah, this has been out since the PlayStation 1, dude. That's how old it is, this game.
Oh.
This is number 4 of the series, which was originally on the PS3. And number 5 is the newest one, which is...
So that's
on the PS4, so yeah, I mean... And they've already announced they're releasing a 6, too.
Are you excited about that?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I played this game since the first one, and I've been a fan of it since. Because unlike Pokemon, they don't run out of ideas.
Pokemon? Can you define an STD for me? That's the best way.
Hell! How could I lose? This is
What
my
the fuck is
dream!
crabs?
Even if it's a nightmare, I don't deserve any more punishment! I don't approve of this!
Yeah, you have, buddy.
Lass, you keep speaking of a nightmare and punishment. Kind of hardships.
I want to
really
It's
wanna
not
know,
like
huh?
Pokemon. You're not supposed to
Shivers
catch
down
them
my
all.
spine from just thinking every day and night. We cooked, cleaned,
Because if you catch them all and you end up
ridiculous
having
tasks,
sex with a girl and knocking her up,
ultra dessert.
then that results in creating another Nathaniel.
Nathaniel's off of the table scraps from
that I don't have to study or do homework.
fucking overdose.
It's the same thing as being told to go if this isn't a nightmare.
Yeah.
What would you call it?
Fun fact, Nathaniel is just a person that pretty much is as fat as or as large or wide as he is tall, and smells like a walking sewer. Plain and simple. Pretty much.
But that's pretty...
I don't even know why I relate him to being a human being.
20 hours labor for one sardine a day?
He's a fucking... He's an amphibian. He's just a big-ass
I heard
frog.
that normal prinnies are treated like the
That's an insult to frogs.
work for an hour.
And that's an insult to whales.
How
did you manage to believe
No,
all that?
no. What Nathaniel is called an it. It doesn't classify under anything.
It's a downgrade from human evolution.
So, are you saying
No,
that
it's a
even if we
downgrade from all
exterminate
evolution.
all of the normal
I mean,
prinnies,
shit.
our living
Calling
conditions
it
won't
relating
change
it
at
to
all?
a beach to whale or a frog, that's an insult to whales and frogs. Putting him in the same category as them.
You are correct. Nothing will change.
Shit, I mean, even an amoeba, putting it in the same category as an amoeba is an insult to that amoeba.
After his fucking mom
Lass,
got done
who do
doing
you think
her
the
fucking
Prinnies are?
drugs,
People become Prinnies to pay
Nathaniel
off the
picked
sins
up
they
the
committed in the
table
human
scraps
world.
like there'd be a little fucking speck of crack. He'll just start licking it. Licking the fucking
Prinnies
table.
don't get to choose their
He's
living
like,
conditions. The only thing they get to do is work hard until they pay off their sins.
I'm thinking right now.
You're thinking too much right now, honestly.
It is fucking hilarious.
There's a point where you should stop thinking about things too, Mitchell.
It's Nathaniel.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something related to that, yeah, that's a little too much thinking. When it comes to Nathaniel, you just relate it to something around death or just being a complete reject and failure in life.
I know a guy named Nathaniel.
Exactly. Wait, that's an insult to abominations. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's the start of the apocalypse. He has fucking... No, he has the spores coming from The Last of Us. He has fungus growing in the back of his neck. It shoots out spores.
His name is Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah.
Pteranodon's name is Mitchell in real life.
Yep. Okay.
You might eventually. These guys I've known these people I do have to say I've known the longest on my friends list, and they're some of the most loyal motherfuckers out there. That is one thing I have to give them props for.
I used to be what you
kind
would
of an
call
annoying piece of shit.
I used to be really annoying when a few years ago.
Cool.
Cool. A fucking blowing me up.
I didn't do anything bad.
This is called switching the game.
No, that's called. What the fuck are you doing? Let a faggot blow you up.
Hey, wait!
That
I'm not done talking to you!
Has a fucking armored jet. Yeah.
Good point. Well, I'd love to see you go into heaven next trying to explain that to the All-Father. So, how did you die? Last thing I do is this faggot blew me up. Well, you go to hell. Have a good day. Because apparently in the Bible it says you can't be gay. Which I never really figured out why literally your sexuality comes into play in a religion.
I friended you.
I know, and
my lord, please wait. There is a contamination. See?
That.
Well, everyone left the stream, so I'm probably gonna end it now.
How many people were in the stream?
As a training instructor, I cannot leave her there. Let's go, Fenric.
Because I was doing something else there.
All is for my lord.
Like I said, I just leave mine on for as long as possible until literally my friends leave or no one's watching anymore. Then I'm just like, okay,
shit,
whatever.
Oh.
Oh shit. No, it's for... I have very few people I trust anymore, is what I'm trying to get at.
Trust me, Kellen?
Yeah, a good one.
Because of all the pollution, this area has become extremely hazardous.
Do I trust Mitchell? Huh.
You must be careful at all times.
As much as I trust the shit going down the toilet.
The corruptiment is to blame for this situation. How far will they fall? I see no end to this.
As much, Mitchell, I trust you as much as a floater going down the toilet.
Wait, who would you trust more? Me or Hussein?
You, by a long shot.
Alright.
Because all
Now
Hussein does
Hussein.
is talk shit and call people
It talks
virgins.
about people's mom.
That kid's, I mean, honestly, this guy's a senior in high school. He needs to, but not a senior, you know what I'm talking about. He's in high school.
Yeah.
He needs to grow up with the
It's
fucking
waste
kid
from the human
instincts
world.
already.
He's a... Okay, who do you trust
Waste
more?
from the human
Nathaniel
world? Are you saying that they're
or
dumping their
Hussein?
garbage in the netherworld?
Oh, that's hard. Actually, that's a hard one, because I hate them both kind of equally.
No. Me?
I don't know you guys in real life, so that's another thing I'm trying to get at. Nathaniel, I know in real life, so yeah, I don't trust him with anything. I don't care. I'll probably trust Hussein over that fat-ass piece of shit any day. Yeah, it's from both of you just going back and forth. Yeah, you get my meaning. I'm like, I just give up on reading them now.
Wait, Cohen. How many?
That's probably why all the people left, because I saw 5 people there for a while. I'm like, I gave up on reading the messages as soon as I saw it getting blown up. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm too stoned. Filled it up quite a bit, but there's a few other people in there too I saw. Yeah, they probably saw the comment board and heard the conversation and said, fuck this shit, I'm out. My stream's known to be kind of weird, so. Oh, when in doubt. Yeah, because you also live in Britain, no offense. I don't plan on going overseas anytime soon. Yeah. I mean, and plus I don't plan on getting shipped out overseas anytime soon either.
What?
Well, America's only worse right now because we have a really retarded president. And if any of you are Trump supporters listening, suck it up.
The fucking feds are listening right now, you fuck it.
If the feds are listening, stop looking every time I press the P key on my fucking keyboard, you sickos.
No reason.
Never mind. No.
Child pornography.
Fuck no, I ain't no fucking pedo. No, P as in just porn in general.
just porn. I'm fucking
I mean, you guys really need to get a lot of FBI agents if you're literally sitting here watching me type in porn half the time.
That's because you're on their watch list, Colin.
I know I'm on their watch list too. Some of the shit I've said probably did spark an interest. I know I'm on their watch list. Come on, shit, this stuff is caked in there, damn. I did not clean this bowl for the longest time, and I'm literally scraping out resin like crazy. Yeah, I got a Darth Vader grinder. Uh-huh. That's me. He is my best friend. I've always liked Star Wars, and I've always liked Vader more so than anyone else. Of course, the young glowing joke of a condom I saw. I wish I could have got it all those years ago. There's a condom wrapper that literally had Darth Vader in front of it saying, "I'm not your father."
Why didn't you get that? Just keep it.
Right? Right? Just like you get the meaning, though. Even when I saw it, I'm like, I wish I could have got these back in the day.
Holy shit.
Well, back in the day it came out, I had no idea what it was because I was too young. And now I look back on it, I'm like, oh man. Talk about the perfect way to break the ice of a chick before bed, too. She's like, what do you think of this condom wrapper? She reads it. Wait, I think I know why people don't join my stream. I'm a little bit of a pervert, and I'm not embarrassed to admit it either.
Just get that push it.
It's because I know it's who I am, and there's nothing I can do to change it.
Got 2 lines of coke.
Exactly. Oh, I'll say it straight up. I'm a pervert, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm just not one of those, how do I put it? The ones that are complete, utter, stupidly morons. In other words, the type that they usually model the perverts after in anime. Jiraiya status. As in peeping in through girls in the locker room. There's some things even I admit that I'm like, no, that should not be done. Damn.
Smoker scuff, Galen, what you doing over there?
Respect woman.
It's
yeah,
nonsense.
that's something PewDiePie said.
How could the
when clearly he doesn't.
Hey guys, I thought you came here to rescue me.
You're right.
Yeah.
What?
I just
Seriously?
remember him saying it, and I'm just like,
Of course. As a
you
pretty
fucking
instructor.
hypocrite.
You...
He's only seeing to his professional duty.
Like I would. You
No, I
guys
could
beat
tell
the
he wasn't
hell out of
the
me
type that did.
earlier.
At least you're still full of energy. Can you fight, lass?
Who, the vampire?
My name is Fuka.
That's the main
Fuka
character of the game.
Kazamatsuri, a 9th grader from St.
My character is the one I use based off of me. I'll show you in a second. This one's me.
So
That
Colin,
one's me.
Your life is mine.
That one's based off my girlfriend too.
when you got your diploma, your Core 40 diploma, when you got it, did they try shaking
Time
your
to
hand?
bust some balls.
Nope.
What happened? What happened when you got your diploma? Tell me the
I said
story.
finally this bullshit is over.
What, did they look at you funny?
Yeah!
The school is... Okay, the school board and the school are automatically faggots.
Agreed.
Hey, Lord. Hey, Lord. used to be able to do Gollum from Lord of the Rings. It's been a few years, but... Precious! I can't really do it now.
Because your boss dropped.
I used to be able to do Ed and then Nettie.
The really stupid one.
Double D! Don't double D! What are we? I can't fucking do it.
Hey!
Bitch, you say save your bullets. I have infinite ammo, motherfucker. Cheat code. No, it's more like, God damn it, Vinny! I can't. God damn it. Crazy Glock.
Alright, have a good day. Which one? 2? No, I have 1, not 2.
Get me on the car. Pistols.
I got this.
Yeah.